It was in 2010 at the IFI meeting, at the World Endodontic meeting in Athens, Greece, that it was launched WaveOne. Since then, we have been working very, very hard to improve this instrument. We've been working since 2011, Dr. Cliff Roddle, Dr. Willie Pertot, Dr. Julian Weber, and myself, to bring you WaveOne Gold. That has remarkable improvements over WaveOne. This is the logo, and these are the files WaveOne Gold. It comes in a pre-package, like any other instrument, pre-sterilized, which is very important. Most of the instruments nowadays in the market, you have to sterilize. But WaveOne Gold, like WaveOne, comes pre-sterilized. There is no need to sterilize this instrument. Single instrument, you can, in 95% of the time, use only one instrument to do the entire root canal treatment for the patient, the cleaning and shaping. Single use, you can only use this instrument one time, and it's a very simplified root canal therapy. The embracement of these instruments has really gone wild worldwide because many general dentists as well as endodontists have seen how simplified root canal therapy has become. Let's talk about improvements. Let's talk about what was before and what do we have today. Now, these are the instruments with the tip sizes and tapers, these 4 new instruments of WaveOne Gold. Here's the small one, which has a tip size of 20 with a taper in the very first 3 millimeters of 0.7, and then you have a comparison chart of an 0.4 taper and an 0.6 taper, so you can understand how much tooth structure we are removing with this type of instrument. Here we have the primary file. In its first 3 millimeters, it's an 0.7 taper, and then we have the maximum file diameter at D16. We have a comparison chart of an 0.4 and 0.6 taper, so we can understand how much tooth structure we are removing. This is the middle file, the medium file, which is a 35 at the tip with the very first 3 millimeters of 0.6 taper, and the maximum file diameter in D16, again with the comparison charts. And now we have here the large WaveOne Gold, which is a 45 in D0 with 3 millimeters of an 0.5 taper and the maximum file diameter at D16, and again with the comparison charts for you to see. So with WaveOne Gold, this is one of the most important changes that has been applied to this instrument. When the nickel titanium, regular nickel titanium, it's made, they will cut these rods, then the instrument is grinded, and after the instrument is grinded, it goes to a heat process. This heat process will give the instrument the gold color. Then the rubber stop is placed, then the handle, and this is one of the biggest improvement in WaveOne Gold because it will give us tremendous properties in cyclic fatigue, torsional strength, flexibility, and bending, as we are going to discuss later on. In the past, we have 2 designs of WaveOne. From D1 to D8 was a modified convex triangle, and from D9 to D16 was a convex triangle. In WaveOne Gold, we have changed that. In WaveOne Gold, it's a parallelogram right now. And why we change this? Because by changing this cross-section, it will auger the dentinal debris much easier to the coronal area. Now we have the tip, also a big improvement. In the past, we have a non-cutting tip, a guiding tip, and now we have a semi-active tip, as you can see with these scanning electron microscopy photos. What this will bring us is that the file will advance inside the canal with much less effort or without applying the amount of pressure before, apical pressure before. Motors. The beauty of that, we do not need to change motors. We can continue using the same motors as WaveOne. But it's very important to understand that has to be the motors designed by the manufacturer of WaveOne and WaveOne Gold. Why? Here we have the science that clearly has stated that to have the benefits of the file, you must use the manufacturer motors for this WaveOne Gold instrument. The performance of this instrument through an incredible technology, which is a micro CT. You have seen how well this instrument will prepare the canals without procedural errors, I'm convinced that you are going to incorporate this instrument in your armamentarium. I'm pretty sure that you are going to use this instrument very, very soon.